Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. I thought I should go back and do the campaign again. When I first did this, trying to do a no unit loss, I didn't quite understand how the whole requisition system and everything worked, and I feel like I may have portrayed the campaign to be much more complicated than what it actually is. So now that I have an understanding of the game, I wanted to go back and just beat the campaign and see how it goes with understanding the requisition system and kind of how the units all work. Should be a pretty fast campaign, I think, overall, and then we'll get started on our next game here. But I thought this would just be kind of interesting, so we'll see what we can do, especially since there's been so many changes to the units through multiple patches and things since the game was first released. So obviously we're going to play on Company Captain, we're going to allow DLC, and then in terms of the Company Captain, what is the significance of these changes on the game? It causes the enemy reinforcements to get high amounts of reinforcements, they get enhanced units, the weapon upgrades for our units are high. We get reduced token rewards, we get 80% less point caps, we get the enemy has increased momentum, we have reduced momentum and command point gains. Units will provide cover when there's things in front of them. The AI difficulty set to high. When our commanders end up dying, they get revived, but only at 20 HP, and the amount of requisition we get between missions is halved. So we will see how this goes. So the Age of Crimson Dawn. Following the devastation of Baal, the Blood Angels work to heal their homeworld and their chapter. Saved from the brink of extinction by the Indominus Crusade, they now find their ranks bolstered by the new Primaris Space Marines. Few remnants of the Tyranid invasion remain. The Primarch Rabute Gilliman is eager to leave Baal and continue with his crusade. Sergeant Carlion of the 8th Company returns to Baal Secundus and has been tasked to assess the battle readiness of this new Primaris soldiers. As the drop pod hurtles towards his home moon, he considers the arrival of these new battle brothers and the cost of his unlikely survival against the relentless Hive Fleet Leviathan.
Time flows in contradictions since the invasion. There's an unexpected slowness in the aftermath of an impossible victory. A languid sweetness of air, tasted by the hapless victor. And yet, I also feel the turning of change, and the accumulated minutiae that falls to the survivors. Corpses to be burned, fortifications to be rebuilt, neophytes to be blooded. Regardless of our losses, we are the angels of death, and we are always prepared for war. Not that these are concerns for the fledgling Primaris right now. Balfora is an unforgiving tutor. Dante says that you are blood angels. Prove it! Show me that the blood of the great angel flows within your veins.
Battle line squad ready.
Alright. So move you up here. Fire you into the Hormagaunts too here. Ugh. Alright. Let's jump you into here. Those are Hormagaunts over here too. Alright, let's fire into here. Or did I just punch him? Damn it. I meant for you to actually do your melee attacks. Or your ranged attack. I don't think I have grenades yet. Let's run you over here. good.
On Balfora I was born, and should the Emperor will it, on Balfora I will die.
Do a little something like that. Run you guys over here.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
You see reinforcements coming from the other side there. Where the hell are you going? Oh, he's flanking you, I see.
Push them back!
Yeah, see, those guys would be dead now if I would have done the right attack.
Moving!
Let's pull you
Battle line
back.
squad ready.
67. Alright, move you up here. 75% chance to hit. You almost got him.
Lords of the assault doctrine. The
Did you
swarm
shoot
has
into these
no
guys?
right to live.
Good.
Sanguinius watches over
You
us.
can shoot into here. There you go.
For the Emperor. Affirmative.
Alright, so there are guys coming. I just don't know where from.
Affirmative.
I await their mistake.
Over here, apparently. Well, come on now.
Your orders.
Move these bad boys up.
Left the Xenos swarm.
Okay, good.
Moving. Yes.
Alright, you can attack here. Hopefully killing these guys. Good. You
will
can
fall
attack
before
here.
me.
You guys can finish these ones off. Or not.
Thin their numbers.
Guess we'll
They
just
will
put you
not
here.
overwhelm us. I hear something.
Alright, those guys are coming from the rear.
We fight and we die for the Imperium. To the sky, brothers!
Alright, attack here.
Battle line squad ready.
Guess we'll put you here. You guys can come over this way. Are you kidding me? You were not able to kill those guys?
Victory for the Bloodblades. Victory for Skyfall.
Nice.
You can fight. I'll give you that. I don't know yet if you truly are scions of Sanguinius, or just some ruse of the Archmagos? Battle will decide. It always does.
Immediate assistance required. Tyranids converge at the Volkscaster relay on the Sal Veritas western edge.
Form on me, brothers. It appears Balfora has decided she's not yet done with you.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. People are born, they live, they suffer, and die. Rarely of natural causes. Days prior to the fall of Cadia, Dante faced his greatest challenge. High Fleet Leviathan had broken through the Krypton shield, and the Tyranids bore directly for the sacred homeworld of the Blood Angels, Baal. Sons of Sanguinius rallied from the far corners of the galaxy. Complete strangers died side by side as brothers. Yet even this unprecedented congregation could not hold back the Great Devourer. In their darkest moment, the Blood Angels gathered around Lord Commander Dante, a last stand. They gave themselves to the Red Thirst and stood in defiance of the alien. Not for survival, for the chapter was doomed, but for the honor of their sire, the great angel Sanguinius. And then, pandemonium, the Cicatrix Maledictum opened and tore the galaxy in two. Time stretched, contorted. Demons of Khorne poured across the moon of Baal Primus, tearing at Xenos and Marines alike. Havoc reigned. But just as quickly as it appeared, the Cicatrix Maledictum contracted. It took with it both the demons and vast swathes of High Fleet Leviathan. In their place, the Indomitus Crusade appeared, helmed by the Avenging Sun himself, Primarch Robute Guilliman. The Blessed Primarch didn't just bring relief to Baal. He brought with him the Primaris Space Marines, thousands bearing the mark of the Blood Drop. The Primaris were larger, stronger, more resilient than their firstborn brethren. But to the Blood Angels, they represented a different kind of salvation. The promise of these super soldiers was of an improved gene line, more pure and closer to that of Sanguinius. Away from prying ears, Archmagos Call whispered that they showed fewer signs of the flaws that plagued the great angel's blood. No more thirst beating at their hearts. No more armor to be painted black. A semblance of normality has since returned to Baal. The monolithic Indomitus Crusade prepares to leave. Commander Dante, now Lord Regent of half of the Imperium, works to heal his chapter and Baal of the trauma suffered at the hands of Leviathan. And on the moon Baal Secundus, Sergeant Carlion hurries to the aid of a sanguinary priest.
Alright, so Army Management. Update the fighting force with additional units in the Army Management screen. HQ tokens. You will earn HQ tokens on successful completion of a mission. Spend these tokens at the HQ Upgrade Center to improve your units. No new units are available. And so we have 480 points total. Each unit contributes towards your total units. Additional weapons are unlocked, increase the cost of units. You can jump right to getting these elite tier units, but early on it's probably not a smart thing to do, since we need to fight as much as possible to capture points and really upgrade our units. But definitely could see that being helpful. How many requisition do I have? I don't even see my requisition points. Yep. Are these guys not even costing stuff here? Interesting. One requisition action. Well, even though in the real game on multiplayer I go with a lot more assault marines, as you can see they really struggled at killing units, so I think we need to go with another intercessors here. And we only have 1 point, but we might as well just unlock there to get to everything else. And then some of these abilities are on other units that we can't access yet. Yeah, the assault doctrine. These auto bolt rifles are good if you're going to go with the intercessors, and that's what I ended up doing on my first playthrough. More research will get unlocked as the game progresses, and I'd also go with these command point things now that I know how this works, because I think that could be a real big game changer as well. Yeah, I don't see where the requisition is.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
Alright, so that gets me up to 470. Part of me wonders if I shouldn't I can go right to Flamestorm Gauntlets. Usually you have to upgrade that stuff. Interesting. That I can jump right to that. That would help me for sure kill units. Okay, so even though it shows that I can't actually click it. Interesting. Another thought is, do I just delete my assault squad and get another intercessor or not? Maybe we'll keep one. Well, might be nice to have one just to hold the front line. But at the same time, I'd like these guys to get going so I can get their bonus experience here. Yeah, I'm gonna can you. Oh. So I can... Is it gonna force me to transfer unit to army? Okay, so maybe it just... Okay, good. So when I click that, it didn't delete them. So you got 1 requisition point, I'm guessing, between missions. I bet that's how it works. Alright, well that answers that question. Venomous Corruption.
The promise of battle makes his Primaris restless, eager. It is my duty to assess their potential here on the source of Balfora. Through combat, I intend to discover who these red-armored giants truly are. Some of them take in the vistas of the salt like bored tourists. There's little regard for the skies and sands that shaped our father. They will learn quickly, or Balfora will kill them. She does not tolerate laxity. I expect this priest we find will also be new to his role. There is no reason other than youthful ignorance to risk the angel's blood on the salts. In these days following Leviathan's devastation, we are a chapter awash with fresh blood.
Sergeant Carleon is well respected for his training of new brothers inducted into the Blood Angels 8th Company. He specializes in the tactics and intricacies of the assault doctrine as outlined in the Codex Astartes. The sanguinary priesthoods numbers have been hit hard following Leviathan During the invasion, the chapter's apothecaries were inevitably required as front-line soldiers against the Xeno swarm. That one should vox for assistance while alone on Bal Secundus is the reason enough to make haste across the Salt Flats.
Sergeant, with the relay offline, I was afraid only the Xenos had heard my calls for backup. Make haste. My reductor still has work to do.
As you say, brother. The Bloodblades of the Eighth are ever eager to serve the sanguinary priesthood.
Alright, I guess we'll just keep you this way. The reason I was making these comments is you get these veterancy ribbons, and they give you accuracy and critical hit chance bonuses. So by getting all these ranged attacks and things, it's good to, if you can keep your units alive, to stack those, because they can become incredibly powerful as the game proceeds here. So things to keep in mind.
The blood of Sanguinius flows in my veins.
Alright, harvest the fallen Blood Angel's gene seeds. Okay.
I go where I am needed.
I'm guessing that is what's going on here.
We are the walls. We are the guns. Yes.
Alright. So if I move you up to here and here, you two should be able to shoot into these guys.
Death to the Xenos.
Alright.
Forward.
Come up one more.
Open fire.
And you can shoot. Good.
Assault Marines ready.
Probably should have jumped them, but I figured your guys' shot should be enough to kill these guys. Good.
Your orders.
You can come up here. You can come up here.
Battle line squad ready.
That's what I figured. And let's let those guys get a little closer.
Swarm.
My fury will be fast.
Hmm.
My chainsword thirsts.
Alright, we'll do a little of that here. We'll bring you up to assist, I guess.
Close combat support. We fight and we die for the Imperium. Yes. Affirmative.
Their death is our only option.
I hear them out there.
Alright. Let's run you up here. So when you do these, you want to get flank attacks because it will do extra damage. And early on, you want to focus on getting these guys over here because they do get unlimited reinforcements. So do consider that.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the
Are these ranged? They are. So we're going to just actually run you over here. Oh shoot. I thought I had used up your attacks already. So I could have killed and then gotten him up farther. So that was a mistake. I'm gonna bring you up here. And make sure I select the right weapon here.
Assault Marines ready. The swarm has no right to live. Battle line squad ready.
Now, one of the things about this game that's different from a lot of other, you know, turn-based strategies is you can move and then attack and kind of do it in any order you want. And it doesn't affect things negatively for you. So you can keep that into consideration. The other thing that's a little bit different is you don't get experience for kills, just for surviving missions. So there's no benefit having one guy be used to try to ensure kills to level guys up more than somebody else here.
day's darkest.
Alright, you attack here. And attack here. And attack here.
I am ready to help.
See, I would like to keep you guys moving here.
Of course.
So I can keep capturing points.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
Gonna move you up here. And I think I'm actually gonna jump you as well. So this will just kind of be like a giant melee squad over here. Oh my god, these guys.
Victory for the Bloodblades. Victory for Skyfall.
Heavy fire support. Moving. Affirmative.
Alright, we're gonna set you guys up as a firing line over here.
Always vigilant. We are the sons of Sanguinius. Death
Do something like that.
They shall not pass. Taking fire.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
We are the Bloodblades of Skyfall.
My duty is service.
Yeah, see, this is bad because I don't want them necessarily to jump into melee. I'll just move you up, I guess. Oh, shoot.
The blood of Sanguinius
And then if you
flows
get
in
around where they're kind of turned a little bit, then they shouldn't be able to get counterattacks on you. But normally if I was attacking them, they would be able to do that. And I'm not super excited to see those guys there either.
Close combat support.
Because now we're going to have to chop through those guys too, but I need to try to get to that point as fast as possible. So I guess I'm going to move you guys over to try to reinforce this over here.
Engaging the enemy.
When the day's darkest, we prevail through control.
Alright, you guys just all set up here.
They shall not pass.
Good
The
job.
sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Are you going to have a zone of control? I don't think so. Alright, so let's turn you here, get some attacks. Actually,
We are the blood blades of Skyfall.
I want you to spend your points to move over there. Good job. So that way hopefully you can capture the point and run back over here as quick as possible.
Yes.
Alright. Bring you down here.
There can only be victory. Victory for the Blood Blades. Victory
Okay,
for
good.
Skyfall.
I guess everybody else can just stay
Punch.
on Overwatch here.
I hear something.
Alright. Harvest. And start putting you over this way. Feel like I probably should heal you. So let's just put everything else on Overwatch. Okay.
Death is our only option.
Of course.
Start to pull back.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
The blood waits.
They should be able to just Overwatch over there.
On Balfora I was born, and should the Emperor will it, on Balfora I will die.
Keep you back this way. Try to hold a defense here. So if you do that click and hold, that does
I
make
am
it
ready to help.
much easier to turn on points where you don't have necessarily. Yeah, here they all come.
Roger that. Affirmative.
Am I out of ammo or what? Oh, it says nothing's in range.
Open fire!
bring you here.
For the Emperor.
With haste.
Alright, bring you up here. You got a 66% chance to hit over there.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
I'll just let you do that, I guess.
Their death is our only option.
Alright,
The enemy thinks
now
he
we're
can
starting to
stay
have some
without
issues
knowing.
potentially. Alright, harvest.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine. Your orders.
I
Get
go
you
where
up
I am
here.
needed.
You can shoot into these guys, I guess. We'll do kind of like a strategic retreat here.
Ready to strike. Your orders.
On my honor.
Alright, they will definitely be able to get this far. And I guess we'll just turn you there. And then next turn we can harvest.
The enemy waits for us.
Alright, you should be able to kill him for sure.
More targets are coming.
Alright, harvest.
That is the last of the protenoids that I can gather here. Your assistance has been noted, Sergeant.
Alright, now we just gotta clear out the
We are the
Tyranids.
sons of Sanguinius. Your orders.
Alright, we'll move you down too.
For the Emperor.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Guess we'll bring you down here.
The blood is strong. Do not falter.
Moving. We are the sons of Sanguinius.
I think these guys... Yeah, so he's got his evasion and ranged armor up. So I guess that means you guys are just gonna set up your range here.
I await their mistake.
And you'll be ready for next time, where we try to get you guys down here to try to get some heals.
Battle line squad ready. I hear something. Affirmative.
Alright, your evasion should not be up anymore.
Engaging the enemy. the sons of Sanguinius.
Alright, you're gonna come over here and heal these guys.
My duty is
You can come
service.
over here and shoot this guy. There you go.
Ready to strike.
And the next round of guys can come for us.
There can only be victory.
Your orders.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about with the click and drag method. So I'm gonna accidentally select guys. So I think what's gonna happen is I've positioned him to have multiple targets, so he's gonna want to use his poison ability here instead of charge attack. Alright, we're trying to jam him up here.
Death to the Xenos swarm. For the Emperor.
Yeah, this is probably unnecessary, but that's what I did.
Heavy fire support.
Alright, well your heal is still up, so I guess we're just going to keep using you to tank. And his heal does get rid of poison, if you weren't able to deduce
Whatever
that.
the angel requires.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
The thing that's problematic about this is we don't want to be stuck
Affirmative. Affirmative.
in here, because they're going to suffer bonus damage if we are stuck in there. So we're going to have to pull back a little bit, unfortunately.
The swarm has no right to live. Your orders.
And the reason that's unfortunate is that was a nice little choke point for us.
We
Who
fight
still got an action point? Oh, you do.
medium.
Alright, come here. Alright, 10 more guys. And bolt pistols, whenever you do a charge attack, you get that reaction fire. So that's what was going on there, if you're wondering why all of a sudden those guys get this bonus attack.
Moving. Engaging the enemy.
The reason I don't want to just charge in is if you end up attacking and you don't get the kill, then they get to counterattack you.
Before I was born, and should the Emperor will it,
I am ready to help.
Let's see here. I think maybe we'll just shoot him down. Or I thought I would at least. Alright, let's get rid of his poison. Move you up here. You can smack these guys, but that was a mistake, because now he's locked into combat. See, if I did try to move out, that yellow arrow means he would be stuck. But we can kill him, obviously. I guess we're gonna have to pull you guys back further now.
We are the walls. We are the guns.
And as long as you don't set up nice straight targets, they shouldn't be able to charge attack you normally. Now, it's a little different with these Hormagaunts because they have a special ability that allows them to charge even if it's not a straight line. So that's what's happening a lot of the time when they're coming in and getting these extra attacks on us.
I am the sword of Sanguinius.
Because normally that wouldn't be a thing.
Your orders.
Alright, how many we got left? 7? See how they didn't get a kill of unit models? That's why they got to attack back here. And this is that special ability I was mentioning where they get the charge attack even though it's not a straight line.
Affirmative.
But if you do rear attacks, you don't need to worry about that being a thing.
You will fall before me.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
Or from the sides like this. Alright, let's bring you down. I'm actually a little surprised they went for the attack on these guys. Now we're just going to pull you out of there.
Death to the Xenos swarm.
Nice. Took those guys out. Alright, who's left? I was planning on saving your attack, but since nobody is nearby, I guess we're gonna use you.
When the day is darkest, we prevail through control.
Now that's actually going to be bad for him, because what's happening with that color is he's surging, which means he gets some bonus attacks and things like, or not bonus attacks, but critical chance per momentum, but because he's overwatching, he's now going to lose 10 of that, and therefore he's no longer going to be surging. The other thing you can do is you can empower an ability instead of getting an extra action point.
Serves the will of the chapter.
Engaging the enemy.
Boy, I remember the AI to be a lot more aggressive than this.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
Just being slow and methodical, clearing all these guys out.
Your orders.
Here, so maybe I'll just show you since we got this on lockdown pretty much. So if I do this, oh, I don't have enough to... Now you can kind of game the system a little bit when it comes to action points with these guys. And you can just move them back and forth and you can use one of those action points. That's what that orange token means, is you have to use up an action point to get there. But,
When the day is darkest, we prevail through control.
come on. Alright, let's just let everybody go into Overwatch, I guess.
Battle line squad ready.
Just to help these last two guys get up here. Now, if you don't set the Overwatch distance, it'll automatically set it at the longest target. So that's why these guys are shooting into them. Alright. So let's do this. Then we'll move you down here. And shoot into these guys. That should kill them.
Captain Matano. You've earned the rank, brother. Use it.
And these council meetings are a swift reminder of how unqualified the title feels. Pray distract me from all this talk of logistics and recovery. Give me your assessment of the Primaris.
They're still courting beautiful Balfora. Plenty of corns remain for them to stretch their muscles. They've just finished intervening on behalf of Brother Arturo, in fact.
The priest. I sent him with Pentasio to clear the Xenos pools west of the flats. Where is the sergeant?
Dead, along with his men. Sergeant Pentasio insisted I retreat from the alien pools with the few progenoids I had, right before his own throat was crushed. There was a foul presence among the alien towers.
Show me. Take me to where you left Pentasio to die, priest. You will recover our brother's remaining gene seed, despite whatever you think lurks within those festering pits.
Alright. So here we go. We will proceed. Alright, army pool increased up to 560. And I should only have one more point, right? Yeah, so you can see at this top line, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. Ah, so this is how it worked for these guys. That's right, it broke it into different ability trees. Yes. That's right, I remember this now. HQ units have increased health. Armor piercing, yep. That's right, and then the vehicles are with the tech priest. Alright, well, we're gonna keep trying to level guys. The question is should I rush this battle rifle again? Because that's what I ended up doing, but honestly, it may make sense to use other units and save up some things to be able to use this assault cannon strafe and some other abilities, but we'll think about that in the future here. Army management. You're what, 185 points, and I have you're 120. I hate to just keep doing my aggressors over and over and over again. This is 70. So this would be 390, 160. Yeah, so I wouldn't have enough to do that. I could do a second aggressor, which may not be unreasonable. They're definitely getting a lot more use than the assault squads are. Or I just, again, go with another Inceptor, as much as I hate to do that. Because early on, I don't think these guys are worth getting rid of a bunch of additional units, because I'd have to get two units less to be able to bring one in. Alright, let's bring you.
Always ready, always vigilant.
Can you? And I'll just go with 2 aggressors and they can hold the front line. And I think that'll be a good way of going, because now I've got the good old brother here to be able to do some healing per models. And I'll continue to use you, because I have to take you out. I don't think I can actually force these guys. Yeah, I can't force them to leave, whereas everybody else I can. Yep. Alright, we'll hear some briefing, and then we'll call today.
It is regrettable that Brother Eituro presented himself from a position of weakness. That is far different than how a Blood Angel is typically introduced to the sanguinary priesthood. I must hope the first impression is not lasting on these Primaris. In fairness, Brother Eituro's disregard of our new brothers does himself no justice either. He overlooks their potential and sees only vat-grown test subjects with no worldly experience. I understand the root of the priest's skepticism. A century ago, I also would not have claimed any brother who had not supped from the blood chalices. But a century ago, I would not have believed that I would see us rescued from the brink of extinction. By Primarch Gilliman, no less. Brother Eituro's concern is that I would throw us headlong into death as some sort of penance for this guilt that weighs me. I am honor-bound to avenge my company, brother. But I know that we must act pragmatically. Pentasio had the skill and experience of a dozen full-blooded assault marines with him when he was bested. We will take this opportunity to retrace Brother Eituro's footsteps and rearm ourselves prior to breaching the infestation site. There are few problems that cannot be solved with a plasma weapon, in my experience.
Alright, rearm and resupply. Lord Commander Dante intends to swell the ranks of the 10 Scout Company with the unprecedented number of new recruits. But for now, the only reinforcements available to rebuild the chapter are the new Primaris that disembarked from Archmagos Krawl's freighter hulk. Following Leviathan's invasion, the High Priest, Brother Corbulo, has led the Sanguinary Priesthood through the morbid task of recovering the progenoid glands of every battle brother who lost their life defending the Holy Ball. Brother Arturo's continuation of this work on Bal Secundus is vital for the continuation of the Blood Angels and its successor chapters that fought here. The munitions bunker is on the way to the Xenos reclamation zone where Arturo lost contact with Sergeant Pentasio. Although the weaponry at the bunker is in no danger of being stolen by the guileless Tyranids, the ammunition stores will allow Carleon to call for support from the new Hellblaster units waiting on Ball. And those are definitely very good units, and I will definitely use them going forward because they are one of the best anti-armor units in the game, especially when you get them kitted out with their heavier guns that will likely get unlocked as we go through this campaign. So I'm going to call it quits here for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.